Can't Wait for Christmas is a proud member of the Christmas Podcast Network. Check out all the shows on the network at christmaspodcastnetwork.com.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Is it Christmas yet?
I mean, it's close enough. Let's celebrate now.
Welcome to the Can't Wait for Christmas podcast.
Merry Christmas Eve, you believers. It's our annual Just Before Christmas bonus episode. It's practically Christmas. Now, this is certainly not like any Christmas I've seen before. One of our friends sent us a holiday card that had the perfect sentiment on it. Jingle bells, COVID smells. Man, I wish I'd thought of that. That is a great Christmas joke. Really captures the moment. I hope you are all finding all the joy you can in this unconventional Christmas season. We're all doing the best we can with a holiday season that is not what we planned or hoped for. But that doesn't mean we can't find joy wherever we can. And that brings us to our first segment, We Need a Little Christmas Now.
We need a little Christmas now.
So sadly, there's been a lot of things we can't do this year because of the pandemic. But there's one thing we can still do. Check out all the Christmas lights out there. I read an article that stores ran out of Christmas decorations this year because so many people were buying them. People are stuck at home and they want to bring some joy into these dark times. So for those who can, the Christmas spirit is dialed up to 11. So the one bit of Christmas normal we can still do is drive around and see all the cool lights on people's houses. You can crank up your favorite Christmas songs or Christmas podcast if that suits you and drive around your neighborhood looking at all the Christmas lights. You'll be safe in your car, but you can still be out and about to appreciate the festive decor of the season. We did it once already, but we're going to do it again because the street we really wanted to go down was too crowded. So, pack up the fam, head out there, and see the Christmas lights before they're all gone. But please, drive safely. And now, for our next segment, 5 Golden Things.
5 golden things.
So we're all doing our best to make the most of what we can do this Christmas, but there's a fair amount of things that we can't do this year. But rather than focus on the can't part, I'm creating a list of things that I can't wait to do next year. So let's count them down, starting with...
Number 5.
Disneyland. Now, we don't do this every year, but many years, my family's made a trip to Disneyland sometime during the holiday season. Sadly, Disneyland has been closed since spring, so there's no chance for us to go this year. But man, I can't wait to ride It's a Small World holiday again, walk down Main Street with all the music and lights again, and watch the Believe in Holiday Magic fireworks again. See you next year, Disneyland.
Number 4.
Christmas parties. I made a joke on Facebook that I don't understand why people are so upset that we can't have Christmas parties this year. You mean my family and I can just chat on Zoom and I don't have to leave my house or clean my house? What's the catch? And my family and I just had a really fun Zoom holiday party the other night. But to be fair, I do miss the actual hanging out. Christmas is sometimes the only chance I get to see some of these people, so I look forward to doing it next year.
Number 3.
A movie in the theater. When I was a kid, my mom and I would see at least one movie in the theater on Christmas Day. I remember one year we saw 3, Muppets Christmas Carol, Aladdin, and Toys. Sadly, we chose those in the wrong order, but this year, Wonder Woman 1984 comes out on Christmas, but all the theaters in my state are closed. So I look forward to sitting in a darkened theater on Christmas Day next year.
Number 2.
Office potlucks. I love a good potluck. You get to sample all sorts of different foods from all these different folks, and it's especially good at Christmas time. I used to work with this one gal who made delicious lumpia. I don't know if that's technically a Christmas food, but it's still delicious during Christmas, and I'll eat it, and I miss it. I also loved when the person had forgotten until that morning, and they just hit a bakery on the way to work with a bunch of donuts. All of it. I love it. Can't wait to do it again.
Honorable mentions.
Shopping. This might be controversial because I know shopping during Christmas time can be a nightmare of angry crowds, but I miss just walking into a store and lazily checking out all the Christmas decorations and seeing if something caught my eye for a gift for a family member. This year, when I did go into stores, I had checked it out online and I zoomed in and zoomed out, got what I needed, and left. I look forward to taking my sweet time next year.
Number 1.
Family gathering for Christmas dinner. Slightly different than a party, Christmas dinner is a time where everyone gets to come together and just enjoy a merry meal. I'm really lucky that I have never had one of those families that I hear a lot about where they get into big, huge arguments when everybody gets together for Christmas. We always have a good time. Any of my family, from my wife's side, from my side, we always have a good time when we get together for Christmas. And I look forward to having people in my house again to have Christmas dinner next year. And that's my list. Anything that you're looking forward to doing again next year, maybe something you'll have a new appreciation for, let me know in the comments at can'twaitforchristmaspod.com. Speaking of your comments, let's get a little feedback from our last show.
Messages from listeners everywhere.
Feedback on our last show.
Feedback on our last show.
Now, our last show was less than a week ago, but you folks have already provided some great feedback. I did a 5 golden things about Hallmark movies that don't fit the cliche formula of gal from the big city goes to a small town for Christmas and falls in love. I asked if you had any favorite Hallmark movies that didn't fit the genre, and you folks delivered. Like this comment from Eugenio, who says, "Another great episode. I have another Hallmark movie that does not follow the formula. The Christmas Choir. It was inspired by the true story of Pierre Ancillon and the Montreal Acrobatic Choir." I'm sure I nailed that pronunciation. There's no need to check the outtakes for me fumbling. I don't think I've seen this one, but as a former choir nerd, it sounds like something I need to check out. Kermit and Flannel also had a suggestion. Got another non-formula Hallmark movie for you, Once Upon a Christmas Miracle from 2018, based on a true story and tackles some emotionally complex issues with honesty and respect. Fantastic performances from the 2 leads as well. Thank Kermit. Another good recommendation. Speaking of, I have another one here from Steven who says, "Tim, how did you miss Christmas with Tucker? A Hallmark movie with none of the formula of all the others. It's about a boy who befriends a dog. No romance at all. One of the best they ever made." Well, I gotta check this one out. 9 Lives of Christmas may be my favorite, but I'm a total dog person, so that sounds right up my alley. Then Amy had this comment. "Don't know if this was technically a Hallmark movie, but there's a great one that's called The Road to Christmas, but we call it Colson Christmas, because it stars Clark Gregg as a single dad who falls in love with Gregg's real-life wife, Jennifer Grey, aka Baby in Dirty Dancing, as he gives her a ride from Chicago to Vail. It's really a cut above. I mean, Agent Coulson plus Christmas? This sounded cool, especially after I worked that whole post-credit scene into A Bomb for Christmas. I was like, oh, there is a Marvel connection with Hallmark movies. But it turns out it's a Lifetime movie, not a Hallmark movie. For some reason, we are very brand loyal in this house. We are all Hallmark all the time. No offense, Lifetime. Your movies just don't do it for us. And by us, I mean my wife, who makes these decisions. But we will make an exception for Phil Coulson and his former wife, Jennifer Grey, because nobody puts Jennifer Grey in the corner. Lastly, we have quite a few suggestions from Marcia, who said, okay, how about 4, Christmas in Tennessee, 3, Merry and Bright, 2, A Bride for Christmas, and 1, Dashing Through the Snow. Okay, maybe 4 and 3 are close to Hallmark's formula, but betting on getting married before Christmas or driving a suspected terrorist to her destination, 2 and 1 respectively, is not even close to the formula of Hallmark Christmas movie. By the way, if you're sensing a theme here, yes, Andrew Walker is in all of them. Thank you, Marcia. I think it's amazing the amount of Hallmark movies we watch in this house, and I don't think I've seen one of these suggestions. Hopefully I can DVR them before they switch back to Golden Girls and Matlock in January. The other thing we talked about last time was the song "Oh Christmas Tree," and that the melody was used by 4 different U.S. states as their state song. Well, Wayne left us a comment on Facebook saying, "Thanks for the history of Oh Christmas Tree. Really interesting. I didn't know the tune was used for state anthems. Here in Britain, it's better known as the anthem of the British Labour Party, to the words the red flag, and has associations with socialist politics." Thanks, Wayne. I should have mentioned that on the episode, but you know Americans, all we talk about is America. But the song is also used as the alma mater for Dickinson College, the College of the Holy Cross, and St. Bonaventure University. It's used by the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts, 2 separate versions of the song, and there's a version called Ode to Labrador, which isn't about cute dogs like you'd hope it would be, but it's about a region in Canada. Basically, you can use the melody of Oh Christmas Tree to sing about anything. Like, I could write a song about the Christmas cave that I'm recording in. Oh Christmas cave, you're festive all through the year. Oh Christmas cave, with 12 months of holiday cheer. Whene'er I need some merry times, I come to thee and enjoy thy lights. Oh Christmas cave, you're festive all through the year.
Okay, that's enough.
Hey, imaginary listener that sounds like Kermit the Frog. How did you get on my screen?
I crashed your Zoom call because I had to put a stop to this.
But I'm not on a Zoom call. I'm just recording the podcast.
Listen, don't try to cloud the issue with nonsense. What are you doing to Oh Christmas Tree right now?
Oh, I was just making a little parody since so many folks have used the ability to make other songs.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so many things are different this Christmas. Can we at least keep Oh Christmas Tree the same?
I guess.
Great. Let's get some other imaginary listeners in here and do this right. Hey, guy who sounds like George Bailey.
Hello!
Guy who sounds like Mickey Mouse, but for copyright reasons is definitely not Mickey Mouse.
Hiya!
Guy with asthma who sounds suspiciously like Darth Vader.
Greetings.
And Slappy the Elf. You're on mute. Slappy, take yourself off mute. Slappy. Slappy.
Now?
Good enough. Okay, let's sing it right, everybody.
Let's do it.
Oh, sounds good to me. Oh boy. Rattle with the wire.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, thy needs are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, thy needs are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree, thy needs are so unchanging.
Frog guy.
Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
Asthma boy.
Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
Mouse man.
For every year this Christmas tree, it brings to us such joy and glee.
Slappy.
Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
Oh, Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging. A symbol of goodwill and love, you'll ever be unchanging. Each shining light, each silver bell, no one alive spreads cheer so well. Oh, Christmas tree, you'll ever be unchanging.
Great job, everybody.
Yay! We did it.
This will be a carol long remembered.
Now, the first Oh Christmas Tree instrumental is from Kevin MacLeod from Incomtech.com and licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. Well, the second Oh Christmas Tree instrumental was from Jingle Punks and has no known copyright restrictions.
And that's our show. Not to mention the smoothest Zoom sing-along ever. Thank you for listening all year. It's been a trying, taxing year, and I wish we were celebrating under better circumstances, but I am truly thankful for the blessings I have, and I wish nothing but the best for you and your families. And I hope this next year is a far sight better than this one. Merry Christmas, Yule Believers. See you in 2021, and until then,
Keep laughing all the way!
And that was Christmas 1983.
actually, Dad, it's 2020.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Can't Wait for Christmas podcast. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Remember, if you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, aka iTunes, and email us about it at christmas@10cast.com, we'll send you a free Can't Wait for Christmas sticker. If you'd like to see the show notes or leave a comment on this or any other episodes, you can go to our official website, can'twaitforchristmaspod.com. While you're there, you'll find a link to our official Zazzle store, where you can grab customizable t-shirts, ornaments, stickers, and all sorts of other Christmas-themed items all year long. We'd love to connect with you on social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we are Can't Wait for Christmas Pod. And on Twitter, we are @ChristmasPod. We Wish You a Merry Christmas was performed by the United States Marine Corps Band, and this amazing version of Jingle Bells on the accordion was performed by the wonderful and talented Christian Nowicki. All other music and sounds used in this episode are the properties of their individual copyright holders, and they are used for purposes of commentary and review. No infringement is intended. Okay, boys, did I forget anything?
God bless us, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
So we're all doing our best to make the most of what we can. Do. What? Oh, I see. I didn't write the can in all caps, so I didn't know I was supposed to emphasize it, so the sentence made no sense. Past Tim. If you don't write in all caps, future Tim is not going to know how to read the sentence. Write it down. Now, we don't do this every year, but many years my family's made a trip to Disneyland. Sometimes during the holiday season. No, that's the whole point of this list, is it's during the holiday season. I asked if you had any favorite fall. I asked if you had any favorite. What did I ask? I don't know. It's too cold in this garage. My lips don't work. I asked if you had any favorite Hallmark movies that didn't fit the genre. I asked if you had any. I'm never going to get through this sentence. Next Christmas, I'll still be recording this sentence. The Christmas Choir. It was inspired by the true story of Pierre Antheon. Oh, no. Pierre Antheon. I think that was right. It was inspired by the true story of Pierre Antheon and the Montreal Eugenio, what are you doing? You know I can't pronounce this. Was this a trap? It's a trap! It's a trap!